Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Tuesday, May 26, 2020. And we begin with a clash of two huge sports rivalries taking place on a golf course for a good cause. On Sunday afternoon, legendary quarterbacks Peyton Manning and Tom Brady hit the links in southern Florida with iconic golf stars Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson. There was a lot of trash talking among the hyper-competitive foursome, and the NFL greats often looked like mere mortals, especially Brady, who struggled at first. But on the seventh hole, he drained a shot from 100 yards out. Then, with his back to the camera, he reached down to retrieve the ball and split his pants wide open. Oops! Dubbed the match Champions for Charity, the event raised $20 million for coronavirus relief. In the end, it came down to the final putt, with Woods and Manning taking the win, finishing one up over Mickelson and Brady. It's not just your classes happening online. Collin County in Texas has just held the country's first ever virtual trial. Courts are currently closed due to concerns about safe social distancing. But when 26 North Texans were called for jury duty last week, they didn't have to leave their homes. All they had to do was log onto Zoom to hear the evidence, deliberate, and reach a verdict. The trial was a summary jury proceeding, which is essentially a practice run in front of a retired judge before the case is actually tried. It was a good opportunity to iron out the kinks, and there were a few. The connection was spotty, some people kept accidentally muting themselves, and when one juror didn't return to his screen after a break, there was no way for someone to go find him. Legal experts don't anticipate any high-stakes virtual trials anytime soon, but they do consider Collin County's test run to be a great first step to restarting civil trials both safely and fairly. 6-year-old Knox Brewer of South Carolina is the unexpected hero in the investigation of a robbery that happened 8 years ago. To pass time during the quarantine, Knox started magnet fishing in a lake near his home. Basically, he attaches a magnet to a fishing line to catch any metal treasures that might be in the water. The other day, Knox's line caught something so heavy he had to get a bystander to help pull it out. What surfaced was a rusty safe full of jewelry, credit cards, and a checkbook. When Dad called local authorities, they learned Knox had just recovered belongings stolen from a neighbor in 2012. It was a great first crime-solving experience for Knox, who now says he wants to be a police officer when he grows up. For the first time in history, astronomers have caught a glimpse of the formation of a planet. Over 520 light-years away from us, gas and dust are swirling together around a star called AB Aurigae. At only 4 million years old, astronomers say the star is just a baby. But there is nothing small about AB Aurigae. It's estimated to be over twice the size of our sun, and the planet forming around it may already be bigger than Jupiter, which is the largest planet in our solar system. The developing planet was spotted by scientists in Chile, home to the world's most powerful telescope, aptly named the Very Large Telescope. Currently under construction, the Extremely Large Telescope, which will let astronomers get an even better look at the emerging planet. Garlic could be the secret to curbing a major environmental enemy, cow gas. The belches from our bovine friends are notorious for producing not just a foul smell, but also methane, a potent greenhouse gas that traps heat in our atmosphere. Enter Mootral, a Swiss-based company that has created a garlic-based dietary supplement. 2 studies have shown it can reduce methane content from cows by up to 38%. The antimicrobial effects of garlic in the cow's stomach during digestion are the secret sauce to make this happen. The pellets had no adverse effects on the animal's health, and despite garlic's strong odor, there was no impact at all on the flavor of the cow's milk or meat. That's it for KidNuz. A big thanks to our generous listeners who've made a tax-deductible donation to our podcast, which can easily be done on our website, www.kidnuz.org. Now, our KidNuz quiz. Who were the 4 athletes who played in The Match to raise millions for charity? Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady. What did a 6-year-old boy find while magnet fishing? An old stolen safe. What's the name of the telescope that found a planet being formed? The Very Large Telescope, which scans the universe from Chile. What can reduce the amount of methane in cow gas? Garlic supplements. Before we go, our KidNuz birthday shout-outs go to Lily and Hannah in Basalt, Colorado, Rihanna in Alhambra, California, Hazel in Vadnais Heights, Minnesota, Ben and Grace in Gardendale, Texas, Alyssa in Granville, Illinois, Sanjeev in St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Elliot in Merida, Mexico, in Massachusetts, Austin and Concord, and Lila and Ellen in Pembroke, Noah in Burns, Oregon, in Utah, Taft in Salt Lake City, and Annabelle in Santaquin, Parker in Cheverly, Maryland, Allison in Gilbert, Arizona, Alfonso in Greenfield, Wisconsin, Suchita in Plainsboro, New Jersey, and belated shout-outs to Felicity and Gus in Georgetown in the Cayman Islands, Francis from Croton-on-Hudson in New York, Emma in Wilmette, Illinois, and Jaden in Monroe, Michigan. Thanks for listening. We hope you tune in for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.